Good morning, Cancerians. Welcome to your mid-month December reading of 2024. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ellena, and let's jump right in and see what type of energies are coming through and what messages Spirit wants you to know for the remaining month of December. Whoa, that was way too many, but let's see what's in here. For Cancerian Collective Spirit. Oh, this is one. This one. Okay. Let's see. So your first card, Home Sweet Home. I love that card. 18. Your home and family matters require your attention and tender loving care. Expansion. You are getting ready to move up into the higher levels of awareness through embracing your life experiences. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Spiritual practice. Making time for your spiritual practice will assist you with clearing your mind and restoring your inner peace. It's very interesting. Immediately as I'm looking at your card, like I feel as if there's something where I don't know if you've like made a decision recently where you've made a decision following your heart or your gut instincts. Like when we think about home, mind you, a lot of people, may have not grown up in a stability or stable household. But I feel as if when I think of the word home in this interpretation, I think of a space where you feel cozy, a space where you feel like safe, a space where you feel like you can be yourself, a space where you can feel like you can relax, and a space where you can finally feel like you belong. You know what I mean? Like, mind you, it's not just, our childhood homes, or maybe, if you grew up in a childhood household where you did feel safe and you were able to be yourself. That's wonderful. Many people, we weren't given that, unfortunately. However, when I think about home, I think about like source energy. I think about like who we truly are on a soul level. So this kind of pertains to me that there's a decision that may have been made where you're choosing peace. You're choosing peace. And you're feeling more yourself, you're feeling more relaxed. You feel as if like the burdens on your shoulders are like being removed. Another thing with this card too is that, maybe it is that you're, quitting that really busy job in order to be with your family a little bit more, or maybe you're reconnecting with family members and you want to spend more time with them. There's something in regards to that, or you're making more time to kind of cultivate your home. Like maybe you're redecorating your house and making it feel more cozy for you and more in alignment with who you are, right? So there's something in regards to that for the middle of December. And the middle card here is kind of interesting because I see a line. So it's like, yeah, there is a splitting of two worlds here in terms of like literally a world where you've made a decision on something and it's caused you to remove people, places, and things that are just no longer representing who you are or where you want to go in life. And you have made room for that new space. And this can also mean like, non-biological family members in terms of like, you get to choose your family, right? Not everyone gets along with their family. So maybe they have friends, or like maybe they're attracting into their lives soul family and making space for them. So that's kind of what I see here. Spiritual practice is kind of interesting because I feel as if whatever decision that was made probably took a lot of energy, a lot of time, and it might have not been easy. Sometimes we make the right decisions, but it doesn't feel easy to us, right? It still involves a grief process. It still involves letting go. It still involves forgiveness and acceptance of things that may have not turned out the way that we had hoped for it to be. revealing of things in ways where, you know, maybe you thought somebody really had your back and you realize this person is not good for you, or maybe you're closing out on some sort of long-term business, something really big has happened for you to decide to be in this energy. And this card is telling me that it's important for you to take care of yourself. Like the purple colors also represent the violet flame, which kind of transmutes a lot of unwanted energies or energies that are not for our highest and best good and transforms them into positive energy. It's kind of interesting with this card color because, you know, I have this candle on my desk here and it says healing. I feel the healing powers of the white light and I'm drawn closer. So yeah, this time period for the remaining weeks of 2024, I feel Spirit is really wanting you to rest and take care of your health. What you've been through, this expansion, you know, maybe energetically expanding, you already knew what you're supposed to do, but now there's that physical release of stuff. It can mean taking care of your health, taking care of your body, going for massages, or like, you know, something, meditating more, going out for walks. There's something here where Spirit is really wanting you to take it easy for the remaining of the weeks here in December. Let's see what else is coming through. Reevaluation. Interesting. Reevaluation. It's time to reevaluate your present circumstances and begin to make changes where changes are needed. So yeah, this is also reinforcing that maybe you're about to make that decision too. Okay, some people have already made that decision, but I do feel like people are about to make a really key decision in their lives. And I also feel like perhaps even after you've made the decision, you are reevaluating what you really want in life. What's really important to you? Where do you want to go? Reaching out. Interesting. This kind of reminds me of like wanting to tell people to ask for help. You know, ask for assistance when you need. Don't feel as if you can do it all by yourself. Maybe you have like a huge transformation happening here, and it's like you feel like you have to hold it in, or you feel like you can't really share it, or you feel like you can't really, you know, reach out and ask your friends for help because you don't want to burden them or whatever. And you're not. Your friends who are really your friends want to help you. You know, I made that video. I don't know if people have seen it, but it's about hyper independence. And if you're watching this video, I strongly recommend like watching that video that I posted, because it does talk about how, like, if you're not asking for help, you're kind of being anti-community in many ways, because your community is there to help you. So if you feel as if you can do it all and you're kind of depriving your community from doing what would bring them joy, maybe acts of service is what makes them happy. So it's important to ask for help. It develops like bonding and kind of like intimacy and like trust, and like it helps to formulate your community a little bit more and strengthen it. So I do feel that pertains to people who may not feel comfortable for asking for help. Spirit is saying like it's okay to ask for help. That's important actually at this time as you're healing and moving forward. Reaching out also means, for me, like maybe you're finally deciding to move towards that dream or that passion project, or like create something that has been in your mind for several years, like, and taking that chance on yourself. That's something that is coming here. And it's also creating like a vision board. I see a vision board, reevaluating the steps you need to get to the dreams and the goals that you wish to create. There's that. So, oh my gosh, look at this. How beautiful is that? Manifesting magic. You are creating your life based on the intentions you send out into the universe. So, yeah, there is a plan that is brewing. Look how beautiful that card is too, all the colors. I feel as if it's just like slowly building and building, and then it's going to go into like full bloom. However, you know, maybe after, excuse me, maybe after you take that some time to heal and just kind of rest a bit, you're able to kind of start building and planning your next steps. So trust the process. You can't just jump from here without taking the time to heal and without grieving what you had to let go of, etc., etc. You know, like you can't really rush into that process. So yeah, that's a pretty cool message here. So, a starry night, the beaming and glistening light from the stars reminds you that there is hope for the future. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I feel as if this choice really hurt you. I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of pain there, some sort of grief there. And I think sometimes, you know, when we go through big changes, because I don't think this is a small change. I feel like you have probably had to let go of something that's been long-standing, like 5 years, 10 years, like really long-standing contracts with people, soul contracts. And I feel like it's letting that old version of you kind of go, right? And just loving that old version of you for putting up or dealing with things that maybe your new version won't do anymore, accepting what was and looking forward to the future. I feel, yeah, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. So please be gentle with yourself for the remainder of December. Yeah, Spirit is really wanting you to take care of yourself at this time. So any closing cards here, Spirit, that you want me to share for Cancerians watching this? Thank you. Malachite, prosperity. There is a positive shift in your flow of divine support. Beautiful. It's like, yeah, I feel like it's like you were plucked out of something and you were in the air and you might have felt a little bit lost, and then Spirit is now grounding you into something new. So maybe you're starting a new job soon. Maybe you're starting a new chapter, and you can feel that in your reality here. Revealing your true self. Look how beautiful that is. Amethyst is also a very protective crystal. So I feel like maybe it's good to wear amethyst or have amethyst in your pocket when you're going out, because it's a great shielding crystal. It's also reminding me of that violet flame, transmuting things that no longer serve your highest and best good. This card says, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel love for who you truly are. So yeah, there's choosing who you are. Home, the card, being back, coming back to yourself. And not just thinking about coming back to yourself, owning it, making those decisions and moving forward, even if it means cutting people off or removing yourself from situations where they don't get you. They misunderstand you always. And it's almost like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep being myself instead of playing small. And I'm going to trust that the right people will see me and appreciate me for all of me. And this also lines up with community. When we are not embodying our true selves in terms of like doing what it is that makes our hearts sing, and keeping our boundaries strong, like not tolerating things that we normally wouldn't, we end up attracting people who see that version of us, a certain mask, a certain role of us, which kind of makes us feel a little bit empty because they're not really truly seeing you. They're seeing that version of you that you've created, right? So it's really important to kind of almost like, I wouldn't say, not saying you have masks on all the time, but it's almost like let your masks fall, or like make it so like you're able to be more, quote, vulnerable with people in terms of like letting them know that you need help, letting them be part of your life, like investing in certain connections more, you know, because I feel like that's going to strengthen not only you in your alignment, but also strengthen the people around you. So like you have a network of people who truly understand your heart. They understand who you are as a person, And it's like, because you can meet a lot of people who just like you and stuff, but and like there's people that just may not like certain qualities about you. But even though, let's say you're true to yourself and your heart is you know, we're moving through life with integrity, what happens is that people see that, and they may not always agree with you in personality and things like that. However, they will know where your heart stands. They know who you are as a person. And I think that is also going to strengthen this community for you. Yeah, there's something about community, coming back home, attracting your tribe, but that first comes with you choosing yourself. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. So is there a final card for Cancerians? This is a very healing. I feel very relaxed when I'm doing your reading. I feel very chill. So I feel like you're already in that process of healing. Holy. This card just flipped out here. Look how beautiful that card is. So Ascended Master, Serapis Bay, and Clear Calcite, Karmic Grace. Now, Karmic Grace tells me, you know, this card always comes up when I think about how I feel like there's people that may have done you wrong or mistreated you or like painted you out to be in a way that you are not. And maybe you were kind of in that space and unsure of what to do, really, because you felt like, what's going on? This is not really fair. I feel as if, you know, Karmic Grace is saying like everybody has their own journey and their own lessons to learn. And sometimes we are all co-creators, we're all integral in each other's journey. And sometimes we have to play a certain role for people to learn. And sometimes when we remove ourselves, that is when they learn their lessons, right? People have journeys on their own. We don't know what they're here to learn. However, I feel like there's something here when I see Karmic Grace. I feel as if you have had to choose yourself because other people were not appreciating you, or they were taking you for granted. They weren't seeing you. They weren't there for you. Something where they were not doing, they were not appreciating who you are as a person. And I feel like you choosing yourself is creating this type of ripple effect where I feel as if these people or these individuals that have done that or like, you know, misunderstood you or continue to choose to misunderstand you, like they're going to have some sort of karmic repercussions. And I'm not someone that was like, oh my God, they will get what's coming to them. That's not what I do. I just want to say that karma is a real thing. Karma is a real thing. And it's unfortunate when we have to go through certain situations where we feel like we don't know what's happening. There are lessons around you that's creating things, and I feel as if people have used their free will to maybe not be kind. So this is just confirming, if you're wondering, by walking away from these situations, is there gonna be karmic justice for you? And the answer is yes. There will be karma for those who have caused you pain, and you'll have karma in terms of like you're finding yourself, which is a gift in and of itself. So anyways, I hope this reading helps you, Cancer. This is a very healing remainder of the month for you. Take care of yourself, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.